not real. I don't believe my eyes. So, is there any way I can snap out of it, or to see past the illusion?
Um, you think it's going to be tough because there's some yelling and the press of men are moving forward. Oh, several lines, and you guys are physically like in like a rock and roll crowd. It's really tight, and you're getting pushed forward as this whole mass is moving forward towards the hill.
So I can fit. They're physically touching us. I can feel it.
Whoops. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
you're
just
getting
in my.
pushed. Like if you
It's
don't, if
Yeah.
you try to resist, you're gonna
Let's
get
move up the
pushed
hill.
down.
Let's move up the hill with the wave.
Oh, can you feel the same thing too?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. I'm going up in the
And
air.
as you're moving up the hill, it starts to rain, and you see that there's your vision is pretty limited because of the crowd, but you can see far up ahead near the crest of the hill that there's English longbowmen coming out of the woods and taking position. It would be soon to be.
All right, Professor, follow me on foot. Move with the crowd.
You want to lift, Chrome, or are you taking it on the ground?
Close together.
I want to run to the top of the hill.
I stand back and see what happens to Chrome.
Okay. If you guys
can I do that? I want to run up the hill.
Chrome is right. Yeah, you can run up the hill. Metal, if you stay where you are, you're gonna get attacked by 5,000 French men-at-arms on foot. They've got axes and swords and those short metal pikes.
I just keep hearing metal, and more metal. I don't know. So I'm assuming if the Chrome makes it to the top of the hill just fine and it doesn't explode or anything, I'll follow him up. But
okay. And you see a mass of English men-at-arms on the other side of the hill, all muddy, coming up in your direction.
Do we reach the forest field yet?
Yeah, can you guys get us into the house or whatever's here?
You would be, if you're on top of the hill, you're kind of technically on the roof of the house.
If it was
start digging? What do you do? I mean,
I'll
start
there.
digging. What am I saying? Professor is a disintegrator for God's sake.
I can land and use my dispersal and see if I fall to the house.
Yeah, I wanted to get to the top and see if I can see Professor and Oaken to make sure that we don't get separated.
Yeah, if we stay together and I do and I create a portal, we can all.
Yeah, you were able to get us in last time, so I'm hoping even though there's the illusion of a hill that you can get us in.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the mosh pit.
What?
They're amongst a lot of men-at-arms, but you can see them. They're, I guess, waving at you.
I'm up in the air right now.
They stand out because they're the only people not in men-at-arm gear.
But Oaken said he was going to fly.
Yeah, I'm in the air right now.
Oh, so you're.
Yeah, I'm in the air right now.
You hear like the Englishmen are going like, "It's a sign from God! The angels are with us!" And they're all sort of
out. Follow me, man. The French are on the other side of the hill. Follow me,
the professor is starting to jog up the hill, so you got to start jogging now. Cresting the hill. Oakland, go ahead.
The professor, I'm not physically resisting terribly hard, but I am walking a little slower than those around me, just trying to let people pass me and work my way back in the crowd.
Well, they're all worked up because of the angel, so it's easy to do so. You're able to do that. So you're not on top of it.
I just want to I don't want to be in the front line. I want to work my way back and see what's happening.
I'm concerned about the angels here. Do we see angels?
It's Oaken.
They're referring to Oaken flying.
Ah.
He was standing among them and suddenly flew up in the air. They took that as a sign from God.
I would too. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Come on, you English dogs. Loose your longbows on those frogs.
Okay, these front lines are going to crash in about 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
We will win this day.
So
follow me, English.
So anyway, without doing the St. Crispin's Day speech, I'm going to dig into the hill. If the hill's not real, I'm going to use whatever to start burrowing my way down into it.
Okay. You can feel earth. You're pulling up muddy earth. Even though your magnetic senses tell you that shouldn't be there, you feel the structure of the roof that you're on, of the actual Avery house.
Then I'm going to go down in the hole through the roof, through the hole to see if I reach roof or if it's just more dirt. Right?
It's just more dirt. Yeah. Even some, it's like it's not even like you try to scoop stuff away and then like it's there again.
It's like digging in sand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go up very high, a mile, something like that. And I'm going to look down to see if I still see the illusion there. So if I get really far away, 10 AP, something like that, it still appears to be the battle? Shit.
I gotta roll dice because I don't know. Let's put your I'm gonna put your intelligence against executive mind. How's that sound?
Kind of would like the professor to do this. My intelligence is reasonable. He's king.
All this magic stuff, my uncertainty is kicking in. Kind of freaked out. The last time I shot something in here, it exploded and broke my gun.
I'm a science guy. I hear you.
You're working against an 8.
Okay.
What is your intelligence?
Intelligence is 7.
Okay. How about this? I'll let you roll the dice. No hero points. It's just 11 or better.
11 exactly.
You're able to see through the 11 exactly. All right. You do not see the illusion from that high up. We got to go to Professor Oaken and Chrome now. What are you guys doing?
You first.
Chrome skated, so did you get up to the top?
Yeah, I think I'm at the top of the hill,
Chrome's
right?
at the top of the hill.
Yep.
Yep, right between two closing forces of men-at-arms on foot.
Yeah, I'm at the top of the hill.
And the archers.
I'm at the top of the hill. I'm in the air.
And the archers on the side are starting to launch volleys into the Frenchmen, and they're taking hits.
I'm going to drop down and use my sonic blast on the French troops to create a channel for the Englishmen to follow me.
Okay, I'm going to call that a multi-attack, as in you're attacking a bunch of them. How many do you want to clear out of the way? Try to clear out of the way with your
300. You said there's thousands. I'll be
yes.
300.
Okay, like it. Let's go. Let's see what the modifier on 300, because it only goes so high, right? The multi-attack penalty.
Anything above 80 is the same, yeah.
Right? Let's see.
Shoot, you might as well have gone for 1,000.
The English will take care of the rest.
Anything above 125 is all the same. It's 7 columns, though.
Yep. Okay.
I always say make a hole, make it big, and make it fat.
Okay. What's your sonic beam power? So I'll tell you what you're trying to attempt to do here.
8.
And you may not go for 6. Okay. You got a sonic power of 8. You can't attack that many at once. I don't think. Nor can you? No, you can. I'm sorry.
He can. He might have exploding doubles. He might roll a 40.
You're right. No. Let's see. I'm going to a squad of 5 heavy infantry have a dex of 6. Okay. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At 7 shifts to do 300 or 126 or more, you need to roll a 28 or higher.
You got
to scale it back a bit. You don't need to roll so high if you scale it back a bit.
He said 300. Roll the 28.
Yeah.
28.
Doubles. Get doubles. Get doubles.
I got a 56.
That's not double.
That's a 5 and a 6. That's an 11.
5 and a 6. You rolled an 11.
11.
You needed a 28. You rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Your sonic blast, your sonic screech does not affect these shades, these reanimated, doomed shades.
You spread it out so much it sounded like a bunch of crickets.
Sounded like a Walkman left from the 80s.
Yeah, it just goes through their shade-like and rotting, moldering clothing.
Okay, well, I got to the top of the hill
do?
so I could. I got to the top of the hill so I could see where Oaken and the professor are. I see Oaken screaming at French troops. The professor, I don't know if I can catch a glimpse of him or not.
I have a problem.
Now, he moves back. All you see is who's
than all the other
Henry's
soldiers.
friend, John Falstaff.
And Metal just
King
flat
Henry's
took
right
off.
hand.
She just flew away. I have no idea what she's doing or where she went.
Yeah, there's too much illusion around you and haze, and you are, and it's
All
raining.
Right. Okay.
Raining really hard.
Okay, I'm going to armor up, and I'm going to prepare to charge down this hill at the French, because that's all I can really think of.
It's Galahad and the souls of Avalon and all the... And the Englishmen, they're all getting excited. They're
all right.
They're following behind you.
So I'm basically gonna hold my action for until next round.
Okay, Professor, what would you like to do? I'm yelling and instigating and still trying to semi-walk backwards and get everybody in front of me. I don't really want to charge into battle. I'm just going to keep doing that while I'm watching everything and everybody and seeing what's going on. More input. Yeah. Unless there's people. When there's nobody pushing me from behind, let me know.
What is, I'm going to say his name, was his name John Falstaff? King Henry's best friend, right-hand man.
Yeah, Falstaff.
I have no idea.
It sounds a little bit. We'll go with that. John Falstaff.
You remember Avicourt way better than me.
He's a big bear of a man, and he grabs you on the shoulder, Professor. And he goes, Henry, to the woods! Now's the time! Prepare the cavalry! I'll join the men! And we'll stay and win or die! And he pushes you to the side and throws you towards what would be the forest on the left.
No, cavalry's good for flanking maneuvers.
And now there's like whatever the mass of Englishmen, they are all in front of you now. There's nothing but off in the distance, maybe a baggage train and some squires shitting their pants.
So the only one around me is him who's pushing on me and telling me to go to the woods. Right?
You guys are talking over each other. Mm-hmm. Yep. Supposedly there's cavalry there that you're supposed to get ready. King Henry.
But you said the soldiers are all past me, other than the guy who's pushing on me, telling me to go to the woods, right? I shoot him then. If everybody's looking the other direction, I just pull it out and shoot him.
Okay.
What is here?
You have that gun has a tremendous effect on magical energy.
I know, that's why I hadn't been wanting to use it.
And that shade like sizzles up and pops and disintegrates like Blade just whacked a vampire with a silver stake. All right, next round. Metal, what are you doing?
So I'm going to do all of this with my eyes closed. I have a sonar of 8, right? And so I'm doing no evidence of my eyes, no evidence of my ears. I'm going to use strictly the metallic pulse. I'm looking for who is on this field. I know where Chrome is. I know the professor, and I can spot Oaken. Is there anybody else in this field that appears to actually be there?
Yes, the Black Paladin, who's amongst all these French knights that are on horse. He is not on a horse, but he's down there like organizing, getting ready to send like another wave forward.
And he's real.
Yeah, he's there. Okay, so I guess you see him. You don't know what he's doing because you don't see the illusion or whatever. And however high you're up, I don't know how good you're. Oh, you know your sonar. That's right. Thank you.
Right.
That's how you know. That's how you know where he is. Yes, he is on the field. He's on the other side. You know where the French supposedly are.
So I messaged the team. The only one real in the field is the Black Paladin. I'm going to take him for a ride. Right, that's just another automatic power for me. I'm going to see if I can sweep in low behind him. And I'm going to hit him with the bag of metal powder I've been carrying around since the second session.
Okay. All right. Let me, what do we got? The Black Paladin may have danger sense.
Black Paladin is the worst pain in the ass character's ability to teleport away at the last second, man.
That's magic for you.
Come on, we brought it in.
You've got a danger sense of 9. What should that go against? What should you? What should we roll against?
It depends on how serious of a threat I am to him. If you consider me a serious threat, I believe the acting and posing is really minor. One sec. If I'm considered to be a major threat, that would be against a 4-4. If I'm a critical threat, it's a 2-2. It'd be very easy to spot.
I don't get it. What are you looking at?
I'm reading Danger Sense in the book.
Oh,
so his acting and effector is Danger Sense, right? The opposing resistance are going to be how dangerous I am.
Not if he can see you or not. Well, I'll go with a 4.
Yep.
Instead of a 2. 2 sounds too low. That sounds too low.
For a guy that's kicked my ass 3 out of 5 times, yeah. What's that?
Yeah, I don't know that he considers you a threat at this point.
He is an arrogant ass.
Yeah, and he kicked our butt twice. 3 times.
Okay, he's got to get a 5 or better to spot you. He rolled a 5 exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to be rolling initiative, guys. Everyone roll a round of initiative.
What's that?
He is not spending any.
One die. Yes.
Yeah, 1d10. Yep.
3, 18, 19, 21. I got a 21.
Percentile.
My initiative's 21.
Okay, Black Paladin. Let's see. Oaken got a 21. I heard that. Oaken, 21. Prof, what do you got for me, Prof?
24.
It was a terrible roll for you, wasn't it?
3.
Because you have a really high intelligence.
Metal,
That makes your initiative high. Yeah, good.
Metal and Chrome, what do you got for initiative?
33.
I've got a 23.
Okay, I'll roll for the Black Paladin right now. I did. That was an 8 to his 25. He's got a 33. Black Paladin and Metal go at the same time.
Oh,
Are you?
Goes to the hero.
Are you attacking from range? Just means that he's throwing the mace instead of trying to hit you with it.
Yes, I have a 5-pound bag of steel filings that I'm going to hit him with.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's do your attack first, and then I'll do his attack back at you.
Roll of 8 and 9, acting value of 11. So, guys, when I first started playing Metal way back, she didn't have the force shield. I had to hide from everybody and hope they would shoot at someone else.
Sounds familiar.
I thought I heard a 9 from you, and the Black Paladin has a 9 as well, so you need an 11 or better, and then I heard you rolled an 11.
So I rolled an 11. Excuse me, I have an 11 acting value. I rolled a 9 with an 11 acting value.
It's still same thing. Yep.
Yep.
You just hit him. Okay. Let's wait on damage. Let's see if he hits you with his acting value is a 9. Yeah. Against your what, Dex?
Give me a sec. I'm checking because I'm using my major powers to attack with, right? So against my acting value of 7, my opposing of 7, my resistance of 12.
Okay, he needs a 9 or better to hit you. And a 2 and a 6 is an 8. Nice. So he misses you, Metal. This hellish mace goes screaming by you. Let's look at your damage. His resistance value is 14.
So he does not hit, and I do no damage. But I do, however, cover him in metal filings.
There you go.
Because I did hit him with a big bag of metal filings.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Let's move to the next professor. What are you doing? You followed his direction, right? You went into the woods?
No,
I turned around and shot him.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Okay. What would you like to do now?
I'm just walking up the hill behind the soldiers that I know aren't there, because you said Paladin and Metal are fighting on top of the hill. I saw Chrome go up there, and the sonic wave aimed at 300 people. So I'm just walking up with the crowd back up to the top of the hill.
Okay.
Until I get close enough to have a good shot on the Paladin, or get close enough to hit the Paladin. I'm not really doing anything because I'm ignoring everything else around me.
All right.
Hey, Chrome, you still have that chain I gave you?
Chrome, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
All right, so I can see the Black Paladin from here?
Sure.
From the top of the hill? Okay.
Yep. And there's a lot of French knights between you and him.
Well, he told me they weren't really here, so I'm charging the Black Paladin. If I run through a bunch of knights, then they'll get the brunt of it.
Okay. What is your effect value? I mean, I'm sorry, your acting value. I apologize. Your acting value.
That's right. For the charge, it's my dexterity of 9.
Okay. And they got a dex 5. And you're gonna plow through. How many you want to plow into?
8 APs running. If I connect, it's got an additional 4 APs of effect.
I meant how many of the shades, the specters, do you want to attack at once? Because I'm going to do it by a multi-attack. The more you attack, the more their resistances.
But they told me these guys weren't really here, so I'm heading straight for the Black Paladin and running right through them on the advice on the instructions that they weren't real.
You're feeling them. You're hitting them.
Okay.
At least you haven't been able to get your head around, and at least to dispel the illusion. So
yeah, I get that. He told me that they're not real. They're not really here. So I assumed that I could run right through them. Obviously, that's not necessarily the case.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know how you handle a charge against successive opponents.
I can do it with the mass combat rules from Even Heroes Bleed. So that means let's start with a squad of 5 heavy infantry.
Yeah, I assume I'm going to run into one, and then my momentum will be slowed, and then I'll hit the next, and then so I don't know if that's until I go to I don't get any effect or knockback, probably.
So it strikes me, Jay, that he would be multi-attacking whatever number you decide, 8, 9, 15, and you give him the numbers for that, but he's going to be knocking people flying.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't have to do that because with the mass combat rules, I don't have to use the multi-attack. I just have their acting value and effect value, which crunches that in.
Okay.
So to pull off your maneuver, you're going against a opposing value of 11 for this spectacular effect, Chrome. And your acting is what?
9.
9? Do you want to spend any hero points on it?
No.
9. Okay. Then you are. You need a 13 or better to get through them. Otherwise, you're going to get bogged down in them.
Okay. You might spend 1 or 2 hero points.
Nope.
Okay.
But I will roll double 10s.
Yeah.
Boom! Chrome goes. You shaboom. You blasted.
Knights go flying.
Knights go
like
flying
bowling pins.
Everywhere. Yeah. Oaken's above, radiated arms, screams, yelling. Black Paladin unleashes the fucking cavalry. Oaken, your turn. You're up.
I'm going for the Black
Chrome has
Paladin.
just.
I'm going.
You're going for the Black Paladin?
Paladin.
Okay, you can reach him and attack.
Yeah,
your flight movement's fast enough. You go. Whoosh. His opposing value.
For dramatic effect, that was an epic time for a double 10.
Yeah, it was.
I heard that.
Troops.
Yeah.
I had to take a piss, but I heard it. I'm going to martial arts his ass.
9.
What I'm going to do.
Okay. And you're attacking with what? Your martial arts or?
And my sickle.
What's
I believe my sickle gives me a +1 on my attack.
Yeah, column shift. They give you a column shift. So what's your martial arts skill?
5.
5. So it gets boosted up to 7 or 8 column because of the sickle. And his opposing is a 9. You need a 13 or better to hit him.
So is this like a sickle or a
2d10,
big scythe?
add them together,
Are you
doubles,
Grim
of course.
Reaper or what?
No, it's
a sickle.
It's not the scythe.
Okay, I just
So like a communist thing?
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that cool? Freaking sickle, man.
Nine and 6. That's what, 15?
Yep, you hit him with a column shift, which is good because his resistance value is 14. Okay, what's your strength?
8. No, strength is 6.
6? Yeah, 6 against 14 with a column shift, no damage. Bang! Right off his arcane armor. He's a tough mofo.
He can't use his martial arts as the acting value if it's
acting
higher than
or effect, not both.
Not both. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I was going with the strength.
Yeah.
I think I called that right. Another round of initiative, folks.
After your comment, Mike, I wish I could take you, show you the camera outside my window. There's a yellow hammer and sickle right there.
Nice. Oh, that's right. You're in Vietnam.
I'm looking at it right now through the window.
Nice. Well, none of us are young guys. We remember the hammer and sickle days, right?
Well, I keep my scythe blades in New Hampshire. So.
Yeah, right.
What in New Hampshire?
He's got his side blades. My parents have an old barn. There's a lot of old rusty farm implements in it. You can get your hands on one. You might want to sharpen it and oil it, but it's still sturdy. You can have a choice. There's probably 3 or 4.
I don't feel like cutting wheat today.
Black Paladin got a 29. The heavy infantry is going to get same initiative. $11. Okay. The soldiers. 3 plus 11 is 14. Okay, rattle them off to me, guys. What's your initiatives?
30.
Okay, Metal's got 30. Oaken, what do you got?
31.
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
31 for the prof.
I got a 10, so that
Chrome?
means I got a 28.
17 for Chrome.
I was figuring I'd go first. I want to send a message to the guys, but if Prof goes first, can I get a message off?
First.
Like yep. Well, you go first.
No.
Sorry,
Prof.
Yep.
What would you like to
Do I have a vision? Do I have a line of sight to the paladin yet, or am I just walking behind the soldiers? Or are they fighting, or what else is going on around me?
Yeah, they're crashing into the French. The French are crashing into the English. It's pretty much on the French side of the hill, because they've got a hole in their lines they're trying to plug. So yeah, there's a tremendous amount of men between.
Do I have no line of sight to the professor to the Black Paladin yet, or?
No, you would have to get through this crowd of armed men.
Hey, your blaster has a gigantic effect.
To get to the top of the hill, you still got to get through a bunch of them. From the top of the hill,
In case since I'm behind them all, I'm just going to point right to the crowd and just blast through the crowd.
Yeah, you do. Like in the War of the Worlds, and the English men at arms around look back and they're screaming in terror. They're going, "The French 7 demons! They summon devils!" And a bunch of English run to the left and to the right.
And just keep running forward through the hole that I'm making.
Yep, and frightened English are going this way and that.
Okay.
All right,
Up,
who's
the English
next?
may not win.
Professor, it is Metal.
I'm going to send a message to Chrome that says, "You hit him low. I'm going to do Death from Above to do a team attack."
I got to get to him
At your speed?
There's a lot of bodies in the way that you told me
you
weren't
blew
real.
through them all.
I
you
moved through them all.
blew through them.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
Yeah,
great.
with that roll.
Okay.
So, Metal,
Yep.
Chrome's initiative, did I hear a 17?
Yes.
So to do this,
was that
to
your
do a
lowest
double
number?
team,
Darn near.
Yep.
I rolled a 3.
you would have to delay.
I'm going to delay until Chrome's attack.
Okay, then Black Paladin's going to attack Oaken.
All right.
Oaken,
Disperse.
the Black Paladin is going to send you back to your icy sleep.
All right. I'm going to use my dispersal for defense.
Good plan.
Yep.
He's
What's your dispersal? 8?
He's already dropped me twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking me out more than that. This guy is a nightmare.
All right. That's the team attack. We'll get him. We'll get him next round.
How do we get a ghost of phone anyway? How does this work? Because Mike Oaken, I've got a radio communication power, so I can transmit to phones without needing to talk on the phone, which is convenient for everybody else.
On the team attack, I can sonic blast him, or I can put my hands on him and drain his mind.
Yeah, but I can't communicate with you to set up a team attack.
On fly,
His hellish face goes. You're able to dodge his hellish mace in hand-to-hand combat. It goes whistling right by your face by fractions of an inch. That was a close one.
Okay.
And it kind of
So
howls.
far as the draw. Yeah,
And
I hit him. I hit him, didn't do any damage, and he missed me. So far as a draw, I'm going toe to toe with this guy.
So right now you can either attack or you can delay and try to time your attack and do a team attack with Metal and Chrome.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'm going to do that because he recommended it. I'm going to follow his advice.
Okay.
Is this all two? Is it 2 AVs or 2 columns? I gotta look.
I'm going to say it's 2 columns is what I'm thinking. Right? You get the team attack bonus.
Yep.
You get the +2 to, or yeah, he gets a -2 to his opposing value. So you're all attacking him at a 7 instead of a 9. So everybody gets to roll dice. And I'm guessing everyone needs somewhere between a 9, 11, or 13 or better. So.
Hey, Buckethead, incoming. And I
Yeah.
charge.
Okay.
9 and 10. I got a 19.
What'd you get, Chrome?
6.
Okay. He dodges you, and Oaken
Yeah.
brings his sickle in the back of his neck. At the same time, Metal rolls a.
So I'm spending 2 hero points, so I'm attacking 13, 15. And how I'm attacking is I am bringing down Zekula's sword from all the way up. So he should be able to hear the sonic boom as I hit him in the dome with it. Roll of an 11 exactly. Apparently it's my night for that.
Okay. You do get a column shift. You get 1 column shift. You needed a 5 or better to hit him.
Well, I was going to say I rolled 11. Oh. I rolled 11. Oh, that's right. Right. Never mind.
It does count.
Yep.
So his resistance value is a 14. Are you going to penetrate that or not?
I just used what's-her-name's sword to hit him with it. You tell me. What's the effect value of that sword?
That's the effect value of the sword.
Oh, you said you weren't going to touch it.
I don't touch it.
No. Yeah. He's using his metal manipulation powers. It has an effect of a 10.
From your power?
I'm sorry, Chrome. What was that?
Wouldn't that mean the effect value is still your power? Because if she's using it, it's like her strength and all that. So.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, it would still have the effect value of 11 as opposed to 10. I was wondering if it was like a 15 or something. If it's heavier than that. It's still moving at a speed of 11.
Okay, perfect. No, it's a finely balanced weapon that has demons from hell bound in.
Plus 2 column shifts for sharpness.
Yeah.
Once again, I am going for the loudest possible noise.
Mm-hmm. You do get 1 column shift, correct?
Think so, yeah. 1 column and then an effect of 11 as opposed to 10, yeah.
Okay. Oaken, you rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Nice.
A 9 and a 0.
Sorry, guys. Not my best work.
That gives you 4 column shifts.
You kidding me? You bought us column shifts, even if you didn't hit.
I'm hitting them with a sonic blast.
With 4 column shifts.
Sonic beam.
Yep. With the column shifts, you do damage as well. Both of you guys, I add the damage together. They're not separate, right?
Right.
I don't apply them separate. It's a team attack, so it's all and you had so that's.
So Jay, he got 2 columns, not 2 APs reduction in his opposing, right?
Yes, that is correct. I did the column shifts.
Okay.
Yep. And so, you guys knock them 40 feet sideways into a whole crowd of French mounted knights, and the scene all around you as the Black Paladin is crushed unconscious under your combined blow of metal and oaken, because Gro missed. The illusion starts to dissipate, and there's just now that radiating magnetic magical field around the house, Avery Mansion. The Battle of Agincourt has been dispelled.
There's things I want to do immediately. Is there still an initiative time?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we're dropping out of combat.
I want all the swords, the axes, the shields, everything I could strip away. I want to pull all of these weapons away from Black Paladin, as well as the sword I have.
I don't know
what I did to the sword either. What's that?
The illusionary stuff is gone.
Well, correct.
No, he's talking about Black Paladin stuff.
Correct.
Oh, the Black Paladin, his mace.
His mace, his sword, his shield. Yep.
Yes. Those things you can get off of him. Yep.
The armor doesn't come off, though, does it?
He is separated from his weapon.
Okay,
No,
can you get it from the house?
Guards. Yeah, it's like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you get us in?
Is Black Paladin still alive?
He's unconscious. He is still alive, yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure he was ever really alive. He was a shade, right?
Well, I can either grab his weapons, or I can do a mind drain on him.
No, Metal already pulled all the weapons away.
If we can get him in the house, there's cells inside that can hold even him.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'd rather not have to decapitate him.
I'm going to use my dispersal and create a aperture where we can all enter the house.
I'll throw the Black Paladin over my shoulder and we'll go in.
Oh, that's right. You're very strong.
Professor,
fairly strong, yeah. 8 APs is strong.
Hell yeah. But even though he's out, everything's gone, but the force field is still there.
Yes, and Oaken used his dispersal power to open up, or you could, that's what he did. You can also try your...
I opened the porthole so we can enter the force field.
The strength of 8, you can throw a trash truck over your shoulder and walk off with it.
I just walked through with you guys.
Awesome. You're in the sprawling.
Otherwise, I have to shoot it, and then you'd have to come up with something weird that happened.
You vaporize the Avery mansion.
Definitely be a possibility of something weird to happen.
So I'm going to direct.
Oh my god!
Try not to vaporize the mansion. I'm trying not to. You should try not to.
Do it. Do it.
I direct Chrome to where the cells are to see if we can find a way to lock up Black Paladin and lock up this whole collection of medieval weapons I have.
Oaken, your magical and mystical nature, you know the proper words to speak to seal these prisons, if you will. The room looks like this is how the room looks like. It looks like in the shape of an elongated diamond, I guess. It's got points on the end, a lozenge, and there's 4 mirrored doors, and it's black obsidian, smooth, shiny, and there's floating flames. There's no torch sconces, and each cell is like a black misty cell, and you just got to say the proper whatever magical commands to bring the door down and bring it up.
All right, I'll bring the door down. And Chrome, throw his ass in there.
All right.
And if we can get a different cell, I can throw all these swords in and the shield in, that would be great.
Yeah, there's a total of 4. So you got Ruin Star, Black Paladin, and magical gear. So you got 3 out of the 4 tied up.
Well, why don't we keep the magical gear? I'll take the mace.
We can open it again later, just not now. I've had these used against me like 4 times.
Okay. Well,
are you going to grab the mace? Are you going to grab the mace, Oaken?
Do not grab the mace.
Are you going to grab?
Okay, I won't. I'll follow Metal's advice.
Like, seriously, if you want them later, we can. There's all kinds of bad juju tied to
the
these.
Black Paladin in one cell. We'll put the bitch in the other cell. And put the weapons in the 3rd cell.
Okay, done.
But I don't know that she's a bitch.
In the name of science, I'd like to shoot that mace and see what happens. But I won't.
I would be very pleased if you could destroy the mace. I couldn't find a way to destroy it. I was going to throw it into the volcano at Mount Doom. That's about the only thing I haven't tried.
Mount Doom's not in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. It's probably why I haven't tried it.
I think
the question is not so much can you destroy it? The question is, what would you release?
Or can you wield it?
That's the other side of the coin.
It'd be like touching Excalibur. Yeah.
So now, locking it up sounds like a safe thing. We still have a succubus to deal with. Are the doors locked? Do we have the things sealed away? Jay?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oaken can, it's good. Everyone's in there. It's been separated. They've all gone to their own rooms. No dinner.
All right, Oaken. No matter what I tell you, don't open those cells if I tell you to open those cells.
Understood.
Jecula has been known to manipulate and mind control people.
Yes. And I found that I'm rather easily manipulated.
I can hold it off, but not for very long. Maybe the professor will do better. But let's find the succubus.
Is anyone going to stay? Okay, it's kind of a game.
Guard duty.
I'm weighing ideas, but I'm going to say after about an hour of going through the house, the only thing that you find is there's John Corrigan, the librarian. He's unconscious in the study.
Let's make sure
I'll do a mind probe on him. I can do a mind probe on him and see what he knows.
Make sure it's actually him and not, say, someone hiding out pretending to be him. Good call.
or him being mind controlled.
Right. It is an individual known as John Corrigan who works at the Hunterford Library in Capital City, in charge of the occult and rare books section.
Now, Oaken would be able to tell if he was possessed, wouldn't he?
Yes, and he's not. He is not.
Yeah, but he's got the information.
He has been recently possessed, but he is no longer under a charm compulsion at this time.
So
he recently was. You can tell the magic paint stink is on.
Yeah, well, he's got a mental card catalog of that library.
So I'm going to use the same sense I seem to see past the illusions. I'm checking for anything invisible hiding in the house that wasn't already here before.
That's hard to tell what's not here before. This mansion is filled with a bunch of shit.
Well, sure, but it's also not my first trip through it. I'm looking for invisible bitches that wants to steal my flesh.
Gotcha. Don't appear to be any of that.
Some people have danger sense. Some people have different. This is the evil bitches that are trying to steal my flesh sense.
It
looks like you got the house. Yep. It looks like you got the house to yourself.
All right, good.
So where is she?
To know, we left for a while, and it's possible she got pulled back to hell because we're past her deadline, but I don't want to make bank on that.
All right, the librarian is unconscious, right?
Are we past the deadline?
Okay.
I'm going to mind probe the librarian for his knowledge and wake him up.
You're under 12 hours.
Oh, we are under 12 hours.
The librarian full of his knowledge. Yeah, there's a lot of occult and rare books in the Hunterford Library, and he's read them all.
So the magical locks are fine and all. I think I want to set up some physical locks, at least for the next day or two. Until we're sure the succubus is gone, this is not done. And I'm the one that's most at risk. So figure out what you can do and make the run around, and I'll use my magic senses for you, but we're not going to split up and look for clues. Hell, Chrome, you got super speed.
Yeah, I can run through the house pretty quick. I mean,
yeah, there doesn't appear to be anyone else in the house but you guys. Rosita went home. The attorney went back to his law firm. Feeling confident he's got the right people. Better than no people.
I am going to grab myself some fence railing, and I am going to put iron bars across these magically sealed doors so that it would take a lot of heavy industrial equipment or a superhero to open them.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, since you've been using your sonar powers or your magical metal powers on the house metal, yep. The prison room, there is the prison room in that diamond, elongated diamond shape, right, but where the cells hang off of it, there's no cells there. Like,
wait, what's gone?
Whatever there, what? It's not that the cell is gone; it's just not there. So the cell that you put them in is.
It's missing? It's like the wall's just smooth now?
Reality.
Oh, I hate magic.
No, the cell's there. I'm just saying they're not in the house. They're in the cell, but the cell is not in the house. The portal is. The entrance going in and out. But there's nothing physically that you can tell is there.
Okay.
Much like in the study. Just like in the study, if you go through the wall into that place, into the void, on the other side of that wall is Dr. Avery's bedroom. So, what's that?
So here's my question, guys. After we beat the hell out of Black Paladin, If the succubus is gone, what was causing the force field around the house?
That's why I was asking when everything was gone, if there was still a force field.
Now the force field is gone. While you're going through the house, it dissipates. I forgot to mention that.
Wake up the librarian. Let's see if we can figure out anything about the succubus. Let's look through the books. Until I have her head on a pole, I don't believe she's gone.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the mind drain on the librarian to get his knowledge, and after that, I'll wake him up at the same time.
Okay.
It's a fun use of mind probe. I like it. Go ahead.
You pull it out of the mind probe.
Yeah, mind probe.
I was gonna say I'm gonna mind drain him and then wake him up. Wait a minute.
No, I'm gonna mind.
Yeah, there you got a vegetable.
There we go. Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant.
He's been recently looking up he's in the study here, the Kings of Edom. That seemed to be something that he's really into. And as far as the succubus, a lot of this he's already said is that she needs to possess a human body to remain on Earth within a certain time frame, or she, like Cinderella, she turns into a pumpkin and gets dragged back to hell if she's not in a human host. And she was being really particular, looking for a woman that was beautiful and powerful, but now she's running up hard against the clock.
She should have taken my offer.
The housekeeper. Someone find the housekeeper.
You gonna give her a call, Rosita, to call?
Did Rosita come back here after Vegas? I think she probably wouldn't come back to work for a while.
Okay.
Oh no, she's been in the employ of Dr. Avery for a.
So I'm a lot of things. I'm not psychic. Okay, can you check the housekeeper?
My money was on Shania Twain because, after all, she won the Super Bowl. She walked away with more money than anybody else. So.
Football jokes are lost on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Where are we?
All right, I'm
sorry.
I'm going to wake up the librarian.
Okay. So can you check the housekeeper? Let's definitely check the librarian. But can you mind probe the housekeeper to make sure she's not possessed and escaping?
She's not here. She went home hours ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She went home hours ago. She's not there. Yeah, because Oaken's got to touch him.
Yeah.
So,
I can go track her down. I can leave y'all and go track her down.
I think you should.
Well, what's your next move? It's up to you guys. What's your next move?
Professor, you can handle the librarian?
She doesn't know Oaken, so maybe I'll go with Oaken and the two of us will go check on Rosita. Because she doesn't know who the ghost will be. I don't want to scare this poor lady.
All right. Well, I'll tell you, Rosita is not an attractive woman.
So we know it's not any of us.
Oh, it sounds like my
girl. Well, no, Secula did want metal.
Yeah. Follow my logic on this. We know it's not Oaken because he's dead. And Oaken can check the rest of us to make sure it's not us. Is that reasonable?
Yes.
After that, let's fan outward. Who could she possibly have possessed? Paper delivery boy, the lawyer, anybody.
City.
Well, she wanted Donna, but then she went bye-bye.
Yeah, somebody blew up Donna.
There's Rosita.
That is Rosita. Yes. I'm stereotyping a bit, but it's perfect.
Mr. Superman, no here.
What about?
No, not possessed. No, not possessed.
What's the name? Lady we got locked up in the cell. What about her?
Well, if she's locked up in the cell, I'd be fine with that.
No.
Ruin Star.
Ruin Star.
Oh.
Succubus want to possess Ruin Star?
That had not crossed my mind.
That's why I'm here.
She's got to get in line.
I'm not willing to open those doors to check that.
Yep. No.
If
she possessed Ruin Star and she's in the prison, fair enough.
So here's the thing, Professor Chrome and Ghost Guy. How many hours does she have left?
He said about 12.
12.
Less than 12.
And how much ability? I'm trying to remember how much ability she had to get around before losing her current body. Did she have like flight powers or anything, or was that the other one?
Zecula didn't have flight powers. She seemed to have the ability to turn into wisps of black clouds and kind of disperse. Like,
so guys,
like a magician, like a witch, like a black witch, like whoosh, like they do in frickin' Harry Potter, right? She can go. Whoosh, whoosh,
all I remember was all the crows.
Yeah, crows. Right. She can do it. Yep.
So my thought is go back to the college. I don't have any ability to spot magic, but I've got sonar. I've got lots of things. But magic, I got a blind eye. You guys have a better thought than the college?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is tough. She can go into the wind, which she just did.
Well, it's essentially a dispersal power, which
She's vain as fuck. And if she wants some hot little number that's not necessarily powerful, she just came back from kidnapping Donna at a college, which means she knows that's where the hotties are.
I mean, aside from the one in prison here.
She doesn't need the Black Paladin, or we don't need to stay here and guard to make sure nobody comes here for the breakout.
That's what concerns me, is that if we all run off, then who's going to be here to guard the cells?
That Zecula could come in, sneak in, and unlock the doors. That's
so very
possible.
The only one faster than me is you. And if we want to go check things out, if you guys have observation senses, whatever you've got, go blaze through the college, go blaze through downtown, see what you could find. I'll stay here and guard the place. But no matter where I am, I'm both pretty tough, and she's coming after me.
Well, yeah, that's why I think you sitting here is probably the least good option. Because if she comes here, she's got you and she's got potential allies that she can break out.
So leave me and the professor, because I can hold her long enough for the professor to atomize her. Which leaves you guys out looking for her in the road, unless you have a better thought.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, I just running around the college. I don't know what we're gonna see. I don't have any heightened senses other than the fact that I can see things and hear, and I don't know.
Well, there are some references in the rule book about magic. Is something to those knowledgeable that can sense it. Oaken is the kind of character, he's got to be really up close. But if he were standing next to someone who was possessed by a demon, Oaken would know it. But he doesn't have it like over a crowd and range. More like you would have to be in this room together, or at the same bus stop or subway station.
So get a police scanner. I can tune into it mentally. I can just tune into radio waves. But if somebody's going around trying to kidnap girls, they're likely to get a few 911 calls.
That is true. That's true.
Tune into the college police.
The
police radio frequency.
To possess, and this is the librarian gave you this information, is that to complete the possession, what happens is Zecula murders the person through the ritual and then takes on their form, like a host body, I guess. in a sense, it's a misnomer. It's more of like absorbing their soul.
I'm a very technical person. I'm going to start getting the radio waves. Chrome, you can move fast as hell. Oaken's also no joke for fast. Let's see if there's anything on 911, if the police are seeing anything. It's a ritual murder. We watched them try and set it up before. There's a pentagram. There's crazy shit. Matter of fact, the professor's seen the ritual before.
Yeah, cloven hooves, horns, goat horns, stuff like that.
No, just a lot of crows.
What was that, Professor?
Candles. Maybe a smoke machine on the side.
Lasers.
Then it's Jimmy Mack, wondering where you're at. He wants to talk to you, but right now I understand the place that you're casing is the college, the university, Capital City University, State University, and you're hoping to find her there.
Yes, so, but I do check to see if Jimmy's got something going on that involves this. Tell him I'm doing some serious superhero shit. Is he seeing ritual magic going on?
No. He's supposed to meet him tonight.
Yep. Sorry, man. Some serious superhero shit came up. I will get to you as soon as I can. I do apologize.
Okay. Man don't like to wait. I'm always waiting, Metal. Come on. You got to make me a priority. You're not making me a priority here.
So me and Metal stayed at the mansion.
Oh, you got a computer?
Okay.
Metal.
Yeah, you did. I saw the picture. You got a beast.
Are we at the? We're at the mansion, right? Me and you stayed at the mansion, no matter what. Okay.
Yes.
I'm actually.
Yeah,
if we get called and have to get out of here, obviously Metal has to carry me like she did in the past. But until such call comes in, I'm going into the actual prison room, and I'm staying in there. I'm just going to sit opposite the wall, opposite the door. And if anybody comes through that door, I'm just blasting away.
Okay.
If that door opens, somebody's getting popped. Metal can come get me if we need. If she needs to take me somewhere.
Okay.
It's nice knowing you, Rosita. Okay. I guess I'm running around the campus.
And Oaken flying around the campus? You're involved in this, right, Oaken?
Yeah,
I should probably walk. So I don't know. Did Chrome see anything that looks like I should go there? Or who was on the camp? You said the Hotties? Who was that?
Yeah. Zekula would be looking for, she's a vain woman, so she'd be looking for an attractive person, and the college is a good idea.
And Chrome was absolutely
desperate situation.
That's right. Chrome is great looking. That's right.
Sam.
Well, so what I'm going to do here, guys.
We're going to use Chrome as bait.
I think she wants a female, though, not a male.
Yeah, she's been particular about females. But I'm going to roll these percentile dice. No, 30% or less.
Strange appearance. So.
You run across her. Orange is the new black. That's a 49. Sorry.
We see nothing.
Yep. Hours go by on campus. Parties break off. People are going home. Prime hoodlum time, all that. But besides
it's really important that I
antics
check out those parties, by the way, because she might be there.
Oh yeah. If you mix it up, then are you going to classes? Do you know people? No, you don't go to.
Is there any way you can attract attention? Well, actually, Jay, I have an aura of 5. Would that attract attention?
No, that's not so much. But she's not looking for you guys. She's trying to avoid you guys.
I completely love Chrome hitting the parties. Hey, ladies, what's happening? You seen any ritual magic this evening?
Hey, man,
would you like to see some ritual magic this evening?
Yeah.
I guess there may be a little bit of no, I don't know. So, but spending a few hours on campus in the evening, it's getting on to like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you haven't come across it.
I don't think that.
Nice try, great idea. It gave you a 30% chance of actually tracking her down, but it's a big city. It's a big metropolitan.
Let's go back to the mansion.
We got 2 out of 3 of them in the cells. We got all the really terrible weapons away from Black Paladin. So, Oaken, when I touched one before, and I watched another super I know touch them. They kind of try and take over your mind, which is one of the reasons I never touched them. That shield, however, I don't know if it does that. I do know, however, it is. It's. I hit him with 40 tons of steel. He just reflected it off the shield.
Well, I don't know
if it's worth the risk or not. What's that?
I can do a mind drain on like the mace itself and take possession of it.
You do not have mind drain. You have mind probe.
And mind drain.
If you want to put your, okay, and you want to, sorry then, but you want to mind probe a magic mace?
No, I want to mind drain it.
Well, I don't think it has a mind.
Yeah, either one.
Well, it's hard to know. It is either an artifact that has been infused and bound with powerful spells, or it's been infused and has an incredibly powerful demon bound in it. Oaken knows that much.
So I can probe it to see if it's possessed by a demon.
But
and then
but there's also you would probably be locked into a contest of wills, and you could be possessed. Who knows?
Let's leave it unless we absolutely need it.
Okay.
Before I leave the college, there's one more place I need to check for her. Nope, she's not in this can.
Yeah. Oaken, you do know that you're dealing with something of immense power. So you grab the bull.
I guess I hit back.
Horns.
I think the answer is in the mansion somewhere.
So, guys, I hate the mansion. I don't stay here, but some people love it. Take care of it, all of that. I'm heading back to my loft in town. I think we could have called this at least a marginal win. We got 2 out of 3, and we drove off the 3rd one.
Well, we can go back to the cells.
Is it 12 hours up?
And I can mind probe the.
No, I'm saying it's 3 hours later. So we're looking at it's midnight.
We don't separate until after the deadline. We order Chinese food, sit around, tell campfire stories, whatever. Because if she comes for me at the last minute, I want to be sitting next to the professor.
Yeah, I don't want to leave the cell though. I'm staying in the mansion.
That's fine.
Yeah, I want to go to the.
Looks like you guys are having. Looks like you're having a sleepover at the mansion.
At the cells and interrogate the prisoners.
Okay.
I already interrogated the librarian.
The librarian, he's all right. He's a decent guy.
Is not cool.
I want to interrogate the prisoners.
The Black
no, anything in the cell is trapped in the cell. Just leave it be.
Black Paladin's not cooperating.
All right.
He's beaten all of us down at least twice. In a cell, I'm happy with him.
Let's go to the housekeeper's house.
Speak for yourself. He's not beating me down. Okay, I did run away once.
You guys are going to go to Rosita's house?
Yeah, she needs to be
Professor and I will
interrogated.
stay there. Let them check Rosita's house. Yes.
We'll just check in on Rosita, make sure she's okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought the whole gang of you were going to like move in, like, hey, Rosita, we're hanging with you and Roden and Chinese, at midnight.
No, the professor's at the cell. Mel going home to eat dinner. So Chrome and I will go to Rosita's because he knows Rosita.
Yeah, Oaken and I will go check on Rosita just to make sure.
She seems safe. She is home and safe, asleep.
And she's not possessed.
And I was going to say, she's home and safe and completely possessed.
Well, I'm going to probe her mind.
Just enough to verify she's not possessed, okay?
Right. He doesn't know where she keeps the cookies or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure she gets them.
She's a good lady.
She's been in the employ of the late Dr. Avery for over 20 years.
Yeah, she knows.
She never asked, but she believes that Dr. Avery was some type of superhero, and she takes her job very seriously.
She doesn't have like a attractive niece or anything.
Oh, jeez.
Not that I'm asking for myself. I'm thinking that
no, her niece is in college.
You're not looking for a date.
No.
I just assumed Chrome was looking for someone to dance with.
I was right. Somebody's really role playing this college kid's really good.
Yes.
I was thinking
somebody's in the comment section already bad mouthing Chrome. Don't make it worse.
She's
bad mouthing. I think that was praise.
Attractive women to possess, and if Rosita's family or anybody, I thought might be at risk.
So what are you saying is Rosita doesn't know anything?
Okay.
Rosita lives by herself.
Okay.
There's no one else in the house. It's her house.
So we wait for the 12 hours to expire, and if nothing exciting happens, we'll get back to our other plot complications. But we definitely wait out the 12 hours together.
I tell Rosita to stay here and to not come back to the mansion until one of us contacts her. And then I head back.
All right. She doesn't seem too weirded out by this exchange. She takes it in stride.
For 20 years. She seemed weird.
Yeah. True that.
She has indeed seen weirder.
So you're not going to see Jimmy Mack tonight, right? Metal?
Correct. We're gonna wait out the timeline for the succubus together. Yep. And if I told Jimmy, sorry about that superhero stuff.
I'm gonna go back to the cell and hang out with the professor.
Yep.
As soon as you open the door, he'll shoot you.
I'm not opening anything.
You're magic and you're fucked because his weirdo Ray is doing hell on magic. You've got that. What? You got a breakfast meeting at 9.
Yes. Is that after, before, or after the 12 hours is up? 9. It should be after.
It doesn't matter.
It'd be after. Yep, it'd be after.
Okay, well, we're staying here and we're sitting around and monitoring the police band radio until the 12 hours has expired, and then I can go catch my meeting with Professor Stone.
And I can go talk to my gangsters.
There was a gangland shooting on the Strip last night.
That involved my gangsters at all?
Yep. Roll percentile dice and tell me what you get. If you roll really high, it's good. If you roll really low, it's bad.
68.
That's good.
He's in the hospital.
Who is Jimmy Mack?
Yep.
Shit.
Yep.
Well, I head off and go see him.
Okay. He's pissed. Where were you?
I show him some of the video footage of the fight at the mansion.
None of which involves you, though.
Well, I don't appear on video. It doesn't mean the ghosts and the superheroes. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's this evidence of? There was a fight there, but where were you?
Holding the camera.
Let's see. The video camera, the GoPros don't retain any of the illusion. But all the activity of you guys doing stuff in the Black Paladin and all that are there.
So the GoPro shows the 4 of us beating up the Black Paladin.
Yeah. You got to live with that. Yeah. But there's no hordes of French and English men at arms.
Great.
Yeah, it goes viral. This stuff gets played on a pirate cable channel at night called the Nefarious News Network. It's kind of got a real anti-superhero EE slant, though. It's always painting these videos that they get a handle of trying to portray you guys as like murderers, or It's never like Nefarious News Network never shows any film they get of superhero activity, of superheroes in a good light if they can do it. They're like Fox News in that way. They just
they're making fun of me because they've got video of me just randomly shooting my disruptor into nothingness.
Yeah. If they get a hold of some of that a little bit, it'll be the headline on that one is FBEE agents mental stability question. The government's program makes volatile, like something like that, like you guys are Manchurian time bombs, like your brains are going to explode.
I think I want
They've done experiments to give you these powers, that kind of stuff. It's really conspiratorial theory stuff. But yeah, Jimmy Mack says, he says, you should have been there. I'm telling you, man, I got the vampires. I swear they're knocking out some of my guys. I need some weapons. I need to be able to ramp this up. I got to put them in the ground.
So, man,
and by the way, I'm supposed to be like reaping all these riches and stuff, but like no one's respecting my authority. Like, and I got no guns. What do I do?
A really great question. So, I can't fix yesterday. Let's fix tomorrow. Vampires, you say? Where? When?
The vampires, the gang of vampires. They're called the vampires.
Oh! I thought you had actual vampires.
No. There's this goth. Yeah, who knows? They probably drink blood. Who the heck knows? But yeah, no, they're sensing, man. There's a big vacuum without the Russian mob and the Laotians laying low, and me telling everybody they're working for me now, and I get some pushback. I need some weapons.
I'll go see them. I didn't realize it was a busy day. I'll go talk to them for you.
Oh, I'll go I had some stuff on like it's a two-way street, right? It's like there's some, I keep my eye on the street and stuff.
Yeah.
And then maybe like, what is it? There's, what's it? The Imperium, one of the pornographers on the strip.
You saying pornographers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure if the photographers was all. Yep.
No, pornographers on the strip. Let me grab his name. They do films and stuff, but they also do films, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
That stuff you don't like, metal, right? Right? Like the gambling and the drugs. The gambling, you don't care, right?
Sure, I love gambling, and as long as everybody wants to buy it, you can sell them anything they want. Anybody gets forced into anything they don't want to be, I'm landing a truck on them. That's how this works. I call the guys I'm working with, and I actually invite them over to have lunch with me at the loft, including the ghost. I don't know if he eats.
Oh, yeah.
before lunch, I have to meet with my professor. So
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So it's in his office at the university. He wants to meet you. Jerry Maguire is his name. He's a sports agent. Right. He goes, grow, baby. You're beautiful. You're awesome. But you're having a hard time. No one wants to let you into the, you got some roadblocks going pro because of this whole, like, enhanced entity thing, So you still want to go pro, right? You still want to be in the game, right? You still want to be in the show, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think any of the leagues would let me in. NCAA kicked me out.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I'm saying. Here we go, Chrome. You make the move to pro. Now, I'm saying basketball. A lot of reasons for that. I know you probably have your own sport that you're really into, but hear me out. Or make it football. No, let's break big waves. Let's make waves. The Heroes. What, the Capital City Heroes? I forget what the football team is. We make a move. Sign them. Sign you. You're going to whip it up, rip it up. And, of course, they're going to say, no, you're in EE. So then we make you as the victim. And then we move in with the EE League. EE's playing EE's. It'd be huge.
I'll
turn this into a monster. And like I said, I'm thinking basketball, nothing physically contact, display of powers, but play a legit game of basketball. I mean, stop on this is unbelievable. What do you say?
I'm no good at basketball. I'm a baseball and hockey player.
Yeah, but you can run faster than a European sports car.
Baseball?
Technically, baseball I skate, but yeah.
Baseball could work.
What about EE hockey, man? I think you'd be the best EE hockey player ever.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, Jerry Maguire's going, we just got to stay away from, I'm thinking with all these EE powers, physical contact, we got to have like a sport where there's just no physical because, people want to watch, right? And when we can't have people flying into the stands and people getting splattered, control a professional game played by people with incredible abilities. What do you say? But we got to start with trying to go legit and being pressed back. That will give the press coverage and the momentum that we need to bring in the league.
That would be called soccer.
Can we say you're on board, Chrome?
Yeah, baseball seems like then if we're wanting to avoid a contact sport, baseball sounds like our best bet.
I got to think about how to make sure that I don't know what to do about the foul balls though. That's why I was thinking basketball, But I got your interest. So you willing to make I can start talking to teams, maybe get some deals going, get some press on that, get the public outcry going.
But I tell
get the discussion going. Then the media takes over in the echo chamber back and forth. It's right, it's wrong, it's right, it's wrong.
That's a lot of business stuff. I mean, lately I found out I'm pretty good at this hero thing. And like, talk about competitive juices when you're fighting for your life against a resurrected shade from medieval France. That'll get the adrenaline going.
But how much does it pay, Chrome? How much does it pay?
Well, so far.
6 figures? 6 figures? 7 figures? That's what we're talking here.
But it's not always about the money.
Superhero stuff. It plays good. It's wonderful, but you got to look out for the future.
What about hero endorsements? Maybe we could do the endorsements. That's where we could get some money.
No, people don't care.
People don't care about superheroes.
Well, they want to see. They don't care about the good you do. They just want to see you doing those good things. If you know what I mean. Just trying to be straight with you, kid. You know, I just want to sugarcoat it out there. You know, you do all this superhero stuff that plays good at sports, but do people care? No. Bring home a championship, people start to care.
Yeah, I don't know. If you get this league going, you let me know. But I don't think I want to be your guinea pig.
All right, and so the meeting breaks up. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll be in touch and everything. Remember what I said? We'll be in touch. Glad to have you on board, Chrome. You're gonna be making history, boy. You're gonna be making history, man. All right, where else were we going in our side quests?
I invited all of these guys back to the loft for lunch because I want to talk to them about the superhero stuff.
Okay, let's talk about the superhero stuff. Or you guys talk about the superhero stuff.
So, I'm assuming everyone shows up. Is that reasonable? Yeah.
I went with you.
I mean, we were up all night fighting supervillains, but you know.
The 12 hours was up, so I just gladly stepped on a manhole cover and let you take me home.
So, guys, I've been active in the city for a while here. And myself and my original partner, who's still missing, we broke up a lot of organized crime. And there were some trade-offs for it. And I don't know what you're okay with and what you're not. I'm not bothered by the gambling. I'm not bothered by the drug running. But anybody's trying to run human trafficking, I'm going to land on their head like a DC-10. And I don't know how you feel about that. And I've made a deal with some mobsters, including a guy named Jimmy Mack, and I'm pretty friendly with them, and I'm not pretending otherwise. But he's found a human trafficking ring downtown, somewhere that the kind of place where they kidnap girls in China, get them addicted to drugs, turn them out in the street, and I'm not okay with that. But if this is the work and this is how we do it, I would certainly like to help bringing down some human trafficking gangs because they roll heavy.
Sounds good.
Mean, that kind of crap. I mean,
what's that?
That can't stand.
So the gangster I have a deal with, we made a very specific deal. There's a nutcase named Red Rosa. She's going to shoot you from 3/4 of a mile, and you're not even going to know she was there. Any sign that someone doesn't want to be involved in whatever they're involved in, I give Rosa their address, and she just blows them into next week. I try very hard not to kill anyone. I sometimes even succeed. But man, I cannot handle the human trafficking. I cannot handle some of the experimental stuff that happened. And it looks like there's a group called the Vampires that's in some really ugly prostitution again. And I think we should take care of them.
No, two separate things.
Oh, sorry.
The vampires are, at this point, well, now it's confirmed because the vampires shot Jimmy Mack up and some of his boys. But some of his boys have been going missing, and he's blaming the vampires that they're encroaching on his turf, and he needs to be able to get real weapons and, have a shooting war. That's what he wanted to talk about. He got gunned down by the vampires, the gang. But in the hospital, he had a tip for you. That's also what he wanted to talk about some pornographers on the strip doing some really inappropriate pornography videos, if you know what he means. He's hinting at like snuff.
Well,
anyone doing snuff films, they're going to wish they were Zekula by the end of the day.
Yeah, so he wanted to tip you off on this so to show he was cool, and so you'd give him permission to go round up some automatic weapons and take out.
I will go negotiate with the vampires to make sure they play nice, and if they don't, I'm going to make them play nice. And yes, I would. So guys, this is what I'm saying is I've had to get my hands dirty. I've had to deal with gangs. I have. And it's kept the violence in the street to a minimum. And I actually started a plumbing school because I believe job training is how you break poverty. But this is not pretty stuff. This is not four-color comics. This is not reporting to the proper authorities. But if you're in, I can absolutely use the help.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right.
I mean,
And gentlemen, we're coming up on.
Sorry,
we're going to be winding it up
human
here.
Trafficking and that kind of stuff. I'm happy to help break that up. I'm not as keen on making sure that the mob gets automatic weapons, but
I don't. No one gets automatic weapons. We ran them all out of this town. If there's a gang called the Vampires that are rolling heavy, I make sure they don't roll heavy, and I make sure they understand no one runs that stuff in my town. And if I have to beat a few people up or send a few people over the river, then I do. But nobody runs heavy guns. And if my buddy Jimmy Mack feels like he needs heavy guns, we go in and make sure nobody needs heavy guns and everyone follows the rules.
But we're talking about real people, not any more of this magic crap.
Real people.
I'll be glad to get away from magic for a while.
I understand you. I never understood magic. Cool, man.
Well,
just
the
don't want
Succubus
to mess with my head again.
is probably like a kingpin of those gangs.
Who?
So the Succubus is probably like a kingpin of those gangs.
She hasn't been around long enough. She's only been loose from the Avery Mansion for like 6 days.
I know most of these gangsters. So, like I said, they're not all great people, and I've been in full-scale armed conflict with some of them.
Well,
the
so we got
the street.
But you're right, Oaken. If she was around, give her a month, and she'd be like the mayor's wife or something like that.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. We got the Black Paladin locked up. We got the lady that what do you call her? Locked
Valkyrie,
up.
Evil Valkyrie.
Ruin Star.
Valkyrie, yeah,
Ruin Star.
Ruin Star, yeah. And so that doesn't make sense. We got them nailed down.
If you can find her, I'm interested in taking her apart. I can't find her.
We got the base of the pyramid.
Yep.
The Succubus at the top of this pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
How do we snake her
out? If you can find the Succubus, I'm all in to take her out. I can't find her.
It's difficult. How do you find an individual who is possessed? Somebody, like the scanner and all that. That's fine, but well, you're in a city of 6 million people.
Yep.
Like,
but we know
suspect who it is. We have to suspect who it is, and then we're looking for
person that we can reasonably.
She's on the lam, man.
Going to come for.
She's either in hell or on the lam.
So let's take care of the problem in front of us.
I think we'll find out.
Someone who doesn't.
Do we know anybody in the press? Any reporters?
Oh yeah.
Any nurses in hospitals?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hospitals are good places to look. Press agents, reporters are good places to look. Do we have any allies in hospitals?
I do. Guy that runs the local Channel 7 station, Daniel Petty.
We got to get the pulse of the city to find out what's going on. We'll track it down.
The thing is, just like a serial killer, she can do her ritual murder fucking somewhere where,
Well, it's probably going to be in the prostitution thing because they're easy victims.
If you find a prostitute in
too highbrow for that. She's kind of too highbrow for that.
If you find a prostitute in this town that is not doing it because she wants the money, you find me the pimp that's running her because I'm going to go bash his head against the sidewalk. There is no one in prostitution in this town that doesn't want to be here. I've made sure of it.
She's more highbrow, so we got to get into politics. We got to talk to her a reporter at the local Capital City newspaper that does editorials on politics.
No, this is good stuff.
Well, the mayor hates me more than anyone hates me.
You know what you guys are giving me is
plot ideas.
Plot ideas, exactly. But based on your activities, like you are going to try to run this succubus down. And I'm hearing that you're talking to the newspapers. I'm thinking you're looking for any weird ritualistic murders that come across or anything. I don't know how you're phrasing this, but yeah. This is like
any contacts with the police detective?
Yes. The FBEE, the Federal Bureau of Enhanced Entities. You guys got the professor works for the feds.
Yeah.
They also don't like me. The mayor doesn't like me. I'm okay with the press.
Chrome, did you go all in? Like the professor gets a paycheck. Are you going in all that way, or?
No, I mean, they talked to me about it, and it didn't really go anywhere yet.
Yeah.
I haven't signed up. No.
You haven't signed up.
I think
he got out of you. He did ask if he could say that, Chrome, like your part, didn't he pitch it that way? Can you say, no, I'll leave it. Sorry. Continue, gentlemen.
So, Jack would not see.
Dig up.
Okay.
So, I got some content.
That's what I was trying to say. Like we're doing what you'd call like on patrol.
Yeah, investigation.
Like we got an investigation that's going to be done a bit until it hits something, right? Definitely going to calculate. It's now time to calculate what Metal's been looking for is a big. I will be giving you the big payout. I'm considering this adventure arc for the time being at an end, and the main goal was not achieved, which was to possess Donahana Coriolis, the air elemental, because that combination was going to be unstoppable for Zecula. That's what she
Even
wanted.
though Donna got killed, I did everything I could to save her.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about that, Professor. This is a you guys are superheroes. You try not to kill. We do have a gritty world, but I'm considering that an accidental shooting that you didn't know that would kill her. But I am curious how you feel about it, Professor.
Sorry, go ahead, Professor.
I still don't believe she's dead, so.
Yeah, but that turns into a question about whether she was alive.
Yeah. I took all safety precautions to make sure that this would not kill anybody. So I think she got transported somewhere. She's still somewhere.
How would someone of your intelligence put this to the test and prove your hypothesis true or false?
You didn't see all the squirrel carcasses in my backyard in Indiana. Okay.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, it went over my head a little bit, but that's just because it's late. It's not even late. It's 8:30. It's just been steady work. It does not give up. Chrome, how are you see yourself participating in the trying to run down Zecula? How do you see yourself participating? Is it anything you think you got a hand in, or you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, no, not really. I mean, other than if she goes to if she tries to prey on the college crowd, I'm kind of hooked in with those people, so if anything's strange, and I can kind of, mention out there, because, I expect I'm building a little bit of a rep with the college community, having them see me going around fighting supervillains on campus and such. So if they.
Oh yeah. In a couple of days, you'll get a letter in the mail saying that there's a restraining order for you on Capital City State University.
Great.
That's what you get for that.
Wait, the restraining orders for doing what exactly?
Being on campus causing damage.
Oh no, entirely my fault. I will let them know he was an involuntary participant and all the damage was my fault.
Yeah, quite literally in that first session on the campus, I did nothing but show up, yell at Donna, and then watch her get vaporized.
Yeah, but you were the only one that they knew.
Yeah. But I'm just there because they just hate me because I'm from a rival school.
Exactly. And you're a college student. So, like a private citizen. They're not going to mess with the professor. He's with the feds. Oaken, they didn't know about. He's not there yet. Metal scares people.
Yes, I work hard to scare people.
So, yeah. For some reason, though, the mayor has backed off on that, demanding Metal's head on a pike publicly.
It's because I've lowered the unemployment rate and lowered the crime rate in the city.
And the Moscow West, the new Moscow West development is getting underway. You're breaking ground.
Excellent. Let us know when next session. Let us know when we have points.
You got it, folks. Thanks for the game. Really enjoyed doing it tonight.
I just realized the 2 times that I pulled the trigger, I still need to check to make sure I had the reliability number.
Let's roll the reliability number. Did you break it? You're good? You didn't break it?
Double 9s. I really evaporated those ghosts. All good.
Yep.
You ain't afraid of those ghosts.
Yeah. So, because you rolled so good, you know that whatever, like in that illusion, you're in a contained magical space. If you were blasting those things without that surrounding you, you're at least, if your calculations are correct, it would have been a tremendous blast, akin to really, really explosive.
A nuke.
So
yeah, well, I'm going to end.
Watch that.
I'm going to stay in the mansion.
So that's interesting. Did anyone remember that Zekula and the Black Paladin also were trying to kidnap the professor? Did anyone?
Well, sure, but I've locked them up, or we've locked them up. I definitely needed help.
Do you have any? Do you have a hunch on why? Just curious if you thought that was just weird or there's a reason.
Stunning good looks.
The professor's quintessentially someone who figures things out. That's his whole riff. I don't know what they were specifically trying to figure out, but I think they wanted his brains for something.
I think they were trying to figure out why shit was blowing up every time I shot it.
Yeah. That was my hunch.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why.
Tonight I'm gonna lay in the mansion and go into my eternal sleep and guard the cells.
Got it. For you, then it's going to be the best sleep you've had in a long time. This place is just
full of magic and undead.
It is. And undead and it's just
And you're welcome to it.
You're actually thankful that whatever wards and charms have imprisoned some of these things in this house, that they're there, and they're actually whoever put them there
regenerate
was really powerful. You got it, man. You can actually start figuring out a place in the basement if you want to draw that up. See what that looks like.
Oh yeah.
There's a place for you in this house somewhere.
A nice coffin or something. A nice cozy coffin with some pillows.
So when when the people are in the cells, are they like in suspended animation or are they awake? Or I'm wondering if I could.
They are awake. The cell is filled with a black mist. If they walk close to the mirrored door, the mirror sheen goes away and they can interact. But it's also, I don't know if you'd call it humane or whatever, but they can walk back into the black mist and it just is open up and they can wander around.
Okay.
So they kind of got to be willing to talk to you. And that's
I'm going to see if I can get Rune Star to talk to me a little bit.
Who?
Rune Star. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
going to see if I can,
about what she has to say.
Yeah, I just, maybe try and kind of let her know that there's other ways to prove your valor. And, like sometimes fighting, on the side of the people is a good way to prove how heroic and valorous and strong you are.
Or you're trying to convert Rune Star.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk in.
Yeah, that's good.
I can walk into the mist and be in the realm of the undead.
Don't do that. Don't. Oh, not the cells. Just don't walk into the cells. Enjoy the undead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you can still see
because when you're put in these cells, it's usually for a really, really long time. So they get walking room. They get a yard to walk in because, like, Zekulo has been in there for I don't know how long, but they usually magical people are imprisoned for hundreds of years. So
thousands.
Anyway, I'm just going to slowly work on Rune Star and see if I can't talk some sense.
Okay. Duly noted. The Jimmy Mac had the time like 2 days, but he didn't have a location for the filming, for the snuff film. It's on the strip though somewhere. Definitely on the strip.
Well, I'm a passable detective. We have to search down. So we got 2 missions out there, right? I got to talk to these vampires, make sure they say reason. Mm-hmm. And I have to find whoever's making snuff films, and I've got to well, they won't like how we got to do it.
Yeah, I'm down to help you break up the snuff film ring.
The other one though, I understand that I'm trying to keep guns off the street. I'm trying to keep the violence off the streets. Yes, I have to deal with gangs. If you can't get that, I get that. If that doesn't roll for you, I get it. But literally, we're trying to keep the violence off the streets. It's the only goal.
No, I get it, but I mean, it just seems like you're picking one bad group over the other, and maybe it's the lesser of 2 evils, but we don't know yet. So,
yeah, Mel hasn't had a defender actions in a while. It's good. It's good to see the chatter, gentlemen. I got to bail. I'm going to go to bed.
Thanks, team.
All right.
For everything.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.